like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. First down, New Orleans. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Now it's 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Bills' 23-yard line. Here's Shuck. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Now for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Again, it's Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To the air, Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
Those
guys being able to run from their assignments and finish up that play.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Yeah, let's go, defense.
He is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Boy, that's a pig, bro. Come on.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
First
and 10 at the 25-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's pointed at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Allen to throw it.
It's so
incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. To throw now, Shuck. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man to beat. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They will throw again. Shuck. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Saints first down.
Shuck now to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
Just keep doing right there. You bring it open.
Down to about the 20-yard line.
You do that every time. That's what I believe.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Yeah, let's do
The
that.
tight end Hill. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now another shot here at the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14. Bills nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Allen now looks to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Allen. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Final shot before half for Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It's Davis on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Palmer going in motion right. Allen going to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
He's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
And that decision paid off indeed. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Allen going to audible to a different look. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now Allen. And a catch made by Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
56, 56.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 28 yards. And the Bills take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. That's a score we felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
You ain't doing the score, you gotta work hard, you ain't talking to me.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Shuck. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in
Come
baseball.
on, man, no way.
Get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where the fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Cooks will come in motion right. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Allen.
Oh, he's
intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Yoda Sanker. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Kamara gets it again on second down. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for the Saints.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Again, it's Kamara. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pick.
Kamara up the middle. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run first down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college,
that's good.
2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So that last touchdown sealed it their partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before? Whoa. And all them other cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You going from the dog or some bum? Alright, they gonna click. Now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that some? It's the mommy of club. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Tried to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft for the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With the mic. Yeah, characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother. I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills.
Book 5 or boogers, Mm-hmm. What? No, I know. I told you, I know about you. I know about you. Mm-hmm. 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 I know what time that means.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we have a good one for you. between the New Orleans Saints
I'll
and the
try to whip you up when
Buffalo
I get you, all right?
Bills.
I can come knock it. This dude in there trash. You know what I'm playing? This dude fucking shit is trash right now. Hey, no more.
The night. All the people that you see in the night, and all the dreams up into the yard. When the breezes are setting beside, we are not going out. Can you see the Joker flying over? She's standing in a field of clover, watching out every day. What would happen if we took her
Mm-mm. Next time we get this, next time we get this, you know what I'm saying?
the Joker and the thief. I said, I'll tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief. I said, I'll tell you all about the Joker and the thief in the night.
Don't get that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before you enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about it, don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You was not a printer, cooped up, make get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ball and jump, man. Touch hands. We about to bump in. Better bang yours. Cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. Does the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beat like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly feel his tank, run up to the next state. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the foot. Dickie, he gon' get a pass from the slimy stomach. Hungry for it, see an issue, and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real conceited. Got to get it, go retrieve it. Just short, small, when that's from Cali, with the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New Orleans Saints. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from the Superdome. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
It's on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run good for 24 yards. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
How best to describe downward? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease.
Taysom Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Jackson going to keep it. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
13. Hey, middle.
Jackson now. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Sheds off the tackle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on these last 2 plays. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Throwing, Shuck. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Second and goal.
Here's Shuck. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. To throw now, Shuck. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Taysom Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Jackson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They try out there, Charles. First play, they give the football right back.
Man, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders.
They're all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely. 60 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The Ravens will line up for
Jackson here. He's going to look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And all will be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Yeah.
That keeps the score. Saints 14.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
7-yard gain.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Shuck now to throw. Open man is tipped him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Ravens 12.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team bones it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Jackson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
To throw again is Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers, 44 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion. And that makes this a 1-point game now.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it.
Picked up by Roquan Smith.
And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. And this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds right around the 20. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Ravens.
No, we changed it. Hey, middle.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Saints, 21.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now Lamar changing the look.
Throwing is Jackson.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's got a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st down, Baltimore.
Now it's Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, it looks like they'll move things around here.
And the Ravens 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
Baltimore, first down. A gain of 15.
Henry up the middle.
Ravens.
They will power through. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble on second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Jackson to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 33 yards. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Jackson going to keep it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going over against a team that was playing at an elite level.
Here's 3rd and 7.
29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's
throwing, shot. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Saints first down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
47-yard line.
Play fake. Shuck.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Jackson.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Intercepted.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time faded. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw is Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Shuck now to throw.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Audric Estime,
a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Saints 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, it doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
Now a run here off the RPO.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
No, we changed it. Oh. Hey, middle.
Now Jackson. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
72 yards.
And the Ravens have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Saints 28.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew he was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45.
3 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 45.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Down, that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And he fires one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Shuck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Now a handoff to Henry.
Send it first again, I'll show you. Send it again, I'll show you.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Ball like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Brewing a coffee, is asleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. I know so long as she get really so now I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once when we like we go back, way back. When it now we on track, but you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach, play that. You see that, I be in the streets like a stray rat. I will never speak with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it. Fall back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Set.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's good for a Saints. First down.
Going to the ground again on first. Going to the center. We've got a foot race. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense up to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the gun, Rattler. Right back to Hill. This is Cox. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
17.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and
Now Rattler on the play fake.
at the 21-yard line.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. That is Jalen Walker. And the Falcons get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. He's out in the clear. Has a hole left. Room to run. 30. The 10. Push for the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. All right, we get a 2-point try here. Cousins getting the offense lined up.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Getting out to his left. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead.
That makes the score Falcons 8, Saints nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
His return starts at the 5. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
Pistol snap to Rattler. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
14 yards. That's another Saints.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Rattler. He has room past the 25. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Offensive line fast.
14 yards on the play. That's another Saints.
Working inside the red zone. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Falcons will have the football shy of the 20-yard line. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Cousins. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Goes to the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Zebra.
1st and 10. Cousins. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I think that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just a X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Not near the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Robinson reaches the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Wide.
Cousins throwing for it. And he secures it in the end zone, so their lead grows to 16-zip. Well, they really have this defense on its heels, Brock. Still the opening half, but a couple of touchdowns now, and a perfect 2 for 2 on 2-point tries.
Yeah, this defense, they're picking up the scraps. They're not doing anything well. This offense, though, they sure are scoring touchdowns and then 2-point conversions to top it off. And part of the reason you don't see this a lot, Kate, is you only have so many 2-point plays in the arsenal, and they're using them here very early.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completed over the middle. To the 30. He's at the 10. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints reach pay dirt for the first time this game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. They're not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Cousins now off the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You never ever this offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
4th down, here's Cousins. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They tie up with their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Brought down by the rookie Xavier Watts.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Give on 2nd to Camaro. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Behind Diablo there on the tackle. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The members tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. 4th down, pass coming. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. They had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Cousins. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Zebra.
Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Has it downfield, working the left. And he takes it down to the 33. They'll give him 37 on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10, Orlando Robinson. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down. Offense in a hurry up here.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, steamer. Lucky 50. Two. Wait that.
On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. It is cut left side. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Hey, Ringo 48. Wait that.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Man in motion here. Throwing his Cousins. And his pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for 2?
Well, they can tell this defense stops them. Their answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate, but it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence, the offense is owning them.
Come on, set.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Good strike downfield to Olave. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Diving, it looks close. They say he got it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Rattler to the air now. That throw behind his intended target.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go. Set.
Rattler trying again on 2nd. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 3rd down, here's Rattler. Throwing to the back of the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. So even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's 4th down. It's on target to Johnson. One of their best play calls in this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets him the first.
That's another Saints first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
From the red zone on 1st. Finding Johnson once more. This is down all the way to the 3. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their first. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal, New Orleans.
Kamara. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. With the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Last play stopped short. Still 3 yards to gain. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rattler. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. They'll throw for it. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints chop some of the lead off before the half. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
2, 2, 2. They're hot. What's that?
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call him right up the middle. And this is going to be halted just before we can reach the 30. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's caught by Mooney. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be until the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner. A broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Looking to throw, Cousins. Look underneath here, Robinson. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Conversion.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the call to go for it not awarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Falcons 30. Saints
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Rattler. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense. This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Called in by Olave, left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start the 2nd half with some needed points. Chris Olave with the touchdown.
For the 2-point conversion.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Falcons 30. Saints 20.
That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Carter on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to throw, Cousins. Dumps it off to Robinson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Cousins. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Cousins. Headed out right. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. I'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Now Cousins again. Escapes the pocket. He's got it near the 10. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Hugh Morris keeping his offense out there. They're going for two. Cousins to throw once again. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play. It's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Here we go. Ready?
Rattler. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down. They just couldn't make the connection. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10.
Let's go.
Now Rattler. He finds Bailey working downfield here. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Saints.
Now Rattler on the play fake. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. We got second down.
You can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed in that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. It's surprising, but the back still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
They're going to throw for it on fourth. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown! But there's a flag down. Might be defensive, though. I think this touchdown should stand. For the extra point, here's Smith. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints make it an 11-point ball game.
Saints, 27.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Here's Carter on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Robinson on the inside give. They're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this third quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of three. It's the Falcons in possession, and they have set themselves up well to get the victory here. They've got first down here from the 36.
Hey, bring up 48. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. Listen to me. What's that?
To the air, Cousins. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
It's now
second and 10 now from the 36.
Two. Leave it. 180. Wait down.
Cousins now off the play fake. incomplete, brings up third down. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Hey, no, watch his distance. Black. Two. Yellow. Where's the hunt?
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
On fourth down, here's Cousins. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints have some new life in the fourth.
Result of the play.
I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
And he has enough room to gain about 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Second down, it's another give to Kamara. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal. Working quickly here.
10 yards on the play. That's good for the Saints. First down.
They'll run with Kamara. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So they take the quality gain on first, Brock, but maybe a little bit surprised that they didn't take the free 5 yards and replay the down?
I'm a little bit surprised, but I think that adjective he used is why. Quality gain, right? That's a tone setter, a rhythm setter. Now get back on the line and make them pay.
Running it after the penalty. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Offense up to the line pass.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
And he could have a free play here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Penalty almost gave him a new set of downs, Brock. After the flag, all they need is a yard here on third. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points. So here are the Saints facing a consequential 2-point attempt. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
At their own 23-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. Through the defense it goes, room to burn. At the 20. He cuts back to the middle, great move, look. And he will score, touchdown Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
The Falcons will line up.
Cousins throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Well, we're now officially at the point where touchdowns might as well consider them 8 points in this contest, partner. Yet another 2-point conversion successful, and they've been borderline automatic.
Well, we've officially left the NFL record book behind. It used to stand at 4, accomplished by the greatest show on turf, those Rams in 2000. This is uncharted waters. Kate, I think you'd agree. We're all here for this journey.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Rattler. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
And 10 yards to go.
On third down, here's Rattler. Oh no, they get him yet again! That is Jalen Walker. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Where's the hot?
A handoff for Robinson, running right. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Werner on the stop. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Saints 17-yard line.
Hey, yo. Listen to me.
Play action now for Cousins. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams...
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the LA Chargers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here in Los Angeles. Well, now how about this return? And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert going to go to the air right away. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And Allen's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about them biting on 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Herbert off of play action. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
At the Saints' 35-yard line.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And a 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Rondé Gadsden, 26 yards. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0.
Saints nothing. Cameron Dicker to clear off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And the defense closes quickly there. And we'll get maybe a yard to the 33. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
again, it's Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
Throwing, Shuck. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Gain of 15. First down, New
first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 4. Shuck now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19.
First down, Saints.
Here's Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Herbert. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Herbert going to change the play here.
They go play action here on first down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Here's Herbert.
Now he's going to step up and run.
This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Lamb McConkey.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They run it again with Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. That's to Mario Hampton out of the backfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And the Chargers, first down.
Herbert now. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To throw is Shuck. This one complete. It's Devon Vele. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 5.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck.
Yeah,
A rifle's one that's going to be intercepted. Picked out by Dan Henley. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their deep.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Gadsden in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This is second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
The Saints first down.
Kamara up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He is taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A gain of 7. First down, New Orleans.
They'll go play action with Shuck. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
To throw now, Shuck. We'll get that complete to Vele.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Now Shuck.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Gain of 5. And the Saints first down.
Play action now. Shuck.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Now 2nd and 5.
16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the fake. Now Shuck's going to throw.
And he's got it.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just take the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
His kick is
Extra
good.
point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Saints 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Here's 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Over the middle and caught up by McConkey.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
A 4-yard gain.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Coming left is Kamara.
19-yard line.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 3rd down and 5.
Back to throw.
That is caught by Vele.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Here comes second down.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A give. This is Kamara. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. Use one right here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll try the left side with Estime. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. They'll go again with Estime.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12.
Here comes second down at 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll hand it to Estime.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Here now, third down. Straight ahead, Estime.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Point after here coming up. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score Saints 21, Chargers 20.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10. Now Herbert. To the left side, he's got McCarthy. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
He's taken out a
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
That looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On third down, here's Hampton.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Oh, you going?
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Up next, it's our main event between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Fielded at the 7.
The Saints take over first and 10. At their own 34-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8. Offensive line fast.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Jack's going to throw here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. If you couldn't do it.
Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Saints first down.
46-yard line.
Running right, it's Kamara. First guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And goes to the hurry up here. Throwing, shot. And they take him down. Looking quickly here. Here he goes, third and long. Completed over the middle. Catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's fourth and maybe a yard.
Brings up fourth down.
Trying for it with Shaw. This finds its target, that's Hill. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down. They pull off the conversion.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Kamara now on first and 10. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Give on second to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Shorty got that body out of no time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Prescott opening with a pass. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go, foot. Yeah, there we go. I think.
First down, here's Dak. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock, test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Prescott. That's caught by Williams. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little...
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down. Offense in the hurry up here. Snap is off, it's Prescott. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on down.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 from the 32. Kamara running out of the gun. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. That's the end of our opening quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Dumped off to his running back. Driving across the 15-yard line. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Pass it in close. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Point after from Smith is good. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. Schoonmaker's there to haul it in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense in the hurry up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 32.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Working quickly here.
That's good. Boys. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott, quick throw, complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
To C.D. Lamb. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Yeah, there we go. Here we go, 4th line in. 26.
There he is on 3rd and short. And he's caught. He's got Lamb. This is going to be downhill. It's about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
That's Pickens with a catch out right.
That's how you know.
He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Dak throwing again.
Like, yeah, that's how you know scheme and fucking.
He finds space into the red zone. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone. Down at the 19. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Kill.
I know you're going for the end zone.
Now it's Prescott again. There's another one to Williams. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Prescott to throw once more. Rolling left, buying some time. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Prescott here from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots in this one.
That's the first thing I did.
And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get their first points of this game just before halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. Taking a deep shot here. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Tolbert now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll send him over right. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. There's him holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their second down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 45-yard line.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, wide 80. Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. 26.
Dak to the air here. On the comeback route. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Yeah, finish. 26.
Now pressure coming. Complete beyond the marker. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Yeah, really, I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that Drake you got chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap and pay your bills.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Offense to the line fast.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
Now Shuck to throw.
at the 23-yard line.
Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's good for a Saints 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Dive play straight ahead. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
That's not a call on the play sheet where you're expecting to get in space and win a foot race. You make that call to get a few yards and move on. So getting some good yardage on that one's a victory for the offense.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Counter give to Kamara. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. And goes to the hurry up here.
No gain on the play.
Shuck on 3rd down. And he caught by his back. Kamara. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. The middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain. 1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. On play action, here's Shuck. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This finds its target. That's Hill. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone.
That's another Saints 1st down.
We're still tied 3-3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Lions!
They run it from the gun with Kamara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Looking quickly here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Interception ends that drive. And the Cowboys will take over with a long field ahead. They're at the 12-yard line.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. They fake the hands off. Now Prescott. This fine Schoonmaker complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 13-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Go, get out there.
Dak now from the gun. That one's cut off the sideline. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Straight ahead with Williams. This is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
First and goal. Here's Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a fourth-quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But
wow, someone playing with Saints. Interesting.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
They came the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, is setting the offense up for success.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's second down coming up. Shock looking to pass here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems. On the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Here we go.
He'll throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it up. And the Cowboys are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
Interesting. Subbed out Tyler Shaw for Spender Rattler.
Another one, so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack.
They're going cheese, man.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice game.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Delonte Taylor has it. And the Saints have some new life in the fourth.
Ready up.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Down.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Johnson once more. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contest. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush out. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout. So they're first.
Ready.
Throwing now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is fourth down. Desperation time here. It's on target to Johnson. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make
Wow. Nice touchdown drive. Insane.
And the Saints tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough. You that really stuff, but it's not enough.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot.
21-21. This gonna be a crazy overtime game.
Start to the quick throw left.
Oh, he does.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still two timeouts to burn. It's first down. He'll look to throw it. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he breaks the tie. They're going to win this game. Brock, touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that on your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And there was no easy enough.
In my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up. She asked me, do I? Right now I'm fresh as hell. Somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back. Gang, back to back. Trailing me, back to back.
First opened in 1975. Resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from the Superdome. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Blue check. Let's go. Ready?
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
At the 23-yard line.
On second down, Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down,
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
560. Cut.
Now Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's secondary.
On the stop. 4 yards on the pickup.
Come on,
second and 6.
Out of shotgun. It's Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Chuck to throw on second down. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Alvin Kamara. That's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
We'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's going to have the Saints first down. Rather by plenty. It's 3rd and 2, and they got 8.
Give a lot of credit to the left side of this offensive line. They're the ones who are going to do all of the work here, opening up that lane for their guy to run through. And really nice patience there by the back, letting his blocks develop to make sure he can pick up that first down.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 9.
They'll go play action here with Chuck. Throw here down the field. This ball is incomplete. For Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Now Shuck. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
They felt
compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
That's not good. Who's second?
560. Okay, now. Ready?
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Moving to his right. He's going to go deep. Looking for Reed. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big gainer for Green Bay. It's a gain of 43 yards. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. They'll hold him to a gain of 2.
He was brought down by Kool-Aid from history.
2nd down and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
At the Saints' 13-yard line.
From the gun, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Brings up 3rd
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go away.
And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football.
A 30-yard attempt.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Quay Walker.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Another run here with Kamara. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
I'm trying to everything.
I say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. There's no way he's there all the time.
They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Ready, set.
We'll go play action with Love. On the move left. He'll tuck it and take off.
Let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Good looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
In motion, Reed. On play action, Love. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Another 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kamara. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver falls incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this 1st half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Now a shot here deep middle. Over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And here we go from New Orleans. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10.
Let's go.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And a 70-yard shot on the opening snap of this game. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Running right, it's Kamara. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's another Saints first down.
And he's got a free play here. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. They'll run here following the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20.
In the air now. Here's Shot. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
Third and long for him here. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Ooh, still got a ball, dude.
To begin their game, that's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. First get on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup.
This is Gibbs on second down. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Go, ground. Ground.
Goff back to throw.
Why you stay in the play, bro?
Fine, St. Brown. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
From the gun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to go. Buys time, rolling right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down run by Gibbs. His run, that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. Have a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll mark their 1st appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Nearly starts the drive with the 1st down run. He's stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Working quickly here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. In their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on it. And nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 32.
Play action. Here's Shaw. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
A gain of 12 yards.
1st and 10 from the 43.
For a Saints, 1st down.
Running behind center with Kamara. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
2nd
six.
down, it's another give to Kamara. He's going to have this one down to the 37. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Here we go.
1st down, and they go right back to it. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Chuck on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that 1st. It's 4th down now.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Trying for it with Shaw.
Oh, yeah.
And he can't get the push.
That was good, bro. Come on, man. That's bullshit. That was good.
Turnover on downs. First down throw from Goff. trying for the deep ball. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Slow knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. He's going to try another deep one here.
I think this will work.
Inside the 25. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offensive line fast.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Saints 1-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. 3rd and just 2 to go.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where you start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. One last play before the break. The final throw before the break. It's everything he has under this one. Intercepted! And the Lions are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Now from a franchise who authored the most famous one ever back in that 09 Super Bowl, it's the Saints starting the half with an onside kick. And they bring him down around the 34. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Gibbs will not get past the line. He's held up at 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And off the play fake. Here's Goff. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
We go tonight.
Goff tosses it quickly at 1. And he's in.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me
Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints.
Project, that's this ain't what you want.
Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go here in New Orleans. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin with Shuck. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time. It's 2nd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. A really nice play.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
At the 47-yard line.
To the air is Shuck. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again, Shuck. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. The air again is Shuck. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
We'll try and run for this with Kamara. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. 1st down picked up.
That's another Saints 1st down.
On 1st down, Shuck. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Saints 1st down. 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. One to the end zone, but incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
And he overshot his man out of the end zone. That one's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and right now the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Shuck gonna throw it on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it on in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown,
one, not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field, makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively, to be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown. That is a dream start for this offense.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And this play's going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Purdy. It's caught downfield by Pearson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
21 yards. And the 49er first down.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run once more with McCaffrey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he's going to get out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
And the 49er first down.
What's up?
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Now trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. One quarter in the books. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans. After this, it's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken.